Good day everyone. Today we will be discussing about the for loop. So for loop has a three arguments, and for this day we're going to use a variable and we will name it as counter. So we're going to type for and int and our variable. So counter 1 or counter is equals to 1 is the starting position of our loop, and the second counter that is equals to less than equals to 10 is the end position of the loop, while the third counter is our increment statement. So by this time we're going to increment it one at a time. So now let's type system out print in, and we're going to put our variable, which is the counter. So let's run this. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it started at 1 since our starting position is the integer 1 and it ends with 10. So another thing we can do is we can also change the increment statement. So instead of incrementing it one at a time, we can also use counter equals or counter plus equals to 3. So system out print and the variable are counter, and let's write run this. So here now we have 1, 4, 7, and 10. Why is that happen? Because 1 plus 3 is equals to 4, 4 plus 3 is equals to 7, and 7 plus 3 is equals to 10. So actually, we have limited it. So 10 plus 3 is equals to 13. But since our end position is number 10, we cannot accommodate the number 13. Another example is we can also change the starting position of our loop. We can use counter equals to 6, and the end position of our loop, we can change it into less than equal to 21. And we're going to remain the counter plus equals to 3. And now let's run it. So there it is. So 6 plus 3, and our end position of the loop is number 21. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you learned something. Goodbye. Good day everyone again. Today we will be discussing about the array. So array is a pretty much variable which you can store many values on it. So to start it, first we're going to type the word int and our array named Jello. Then type the square brackets and new int and square brackets again. So in our second square bracket, we're going to put variables on it or the values. So by this time, we will use number 10. So in our computer, we know that our starting number is number 1. So in Java, the starting number starts always in 0. So if you have number 10, the number 10 will be number 9. So first, let's type a Jello with index 0, and it will be equivalent to 87. Next is Jello index 1, which is equivalent to 543. And then we can also use Jello index number 9, and the equivalent of it is number 65. So type the word system out print in and our array named Jello, and we're going to use the index number 1. So now let's run it. So as you can see here, we have number 543. So the equivalent of index Jello 1 is equivalent to 543. So next one is all about the another way of using the array. So array would not be really useful if we need to type every single type of variable over and over again. So now we will change the program, and by this time we have int and the variable or the array Jello again, and we have the square brackets. So by this time we're not going to use the word new int, but we will going to have a curly brackets and type inside of it the word or the number 2, 4, 5, 7, and 9. So if we want to have an index 0, the equivalent of it is number 2, and if we want to know the equivalent of index number 2, then the equivalent of number of it is number 5. So let's try it. System out print in and the name of our array Jello, and we're going to try the index number 2. So let's see it. So let's run the program. And here we can see the number 5. So Jello index number 2 has an equivalent of number 5. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something again. So see you next time in our next tutorial days.